welcome back to the channel. This is your girl Trice from Simply Trice. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to lay down floor tiles for the living room. All right, y'all. Of course, I got my jacket on. I just got here. Just turned the heat up to about 70 because it's a little cold in here. I've already started laying down the floor tiles that you see here of the living room. I have also done prepped the living room. First thing first, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you what type of floor tile that I'll be using today. So I ended up purchasing this floor tile here, Style Selections, from, I think it was Lowe's. And they are peel and sticks, Tanglewood. This is the color here. It's actually a serial number for the color, 5251449. Doesn't actually give you the actual color it is. That's just the number that it comes to find that color that you're looking for. But of course it has the open window here, so you can see, you know, what you're looking at when you purchase it. And I love this color. It's more of like a grayish looking color, blended in with a little hint of black, and that's the color that I was looking for. But that is the number for it here. Also, it comes in a box of 40 pieces, vinyl peel and stick. Here's the thickness of it, 2 millimeters. And the actual size is here, 6 inch and 36 inches. The peel and stick, floor vinyl, Tanglewood. Oh yeah, that's have a color. Tanglewood birch, that is the color right there, okay? So as I was saying, I had already started on the floor, and I'm gonna be showing you today how to apply it to the floor. First thing I did was I swept the floor, mopped it, got up any type of debris that's up under, that's sticking to the floor, so that your towel can stick to the floor better. As I said, it's a little cold in here. So I noticed when the floor is more warmer, it sticks better. So I'm gonna let it warm up because the actual floor itself does feel a little cold. I don't know, I just noticed that when the floor is a little warmer, it does stick better versus it being cold. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So as you see, how I was trying to do it, I didn't want to do a straight up and down. I wanted to do more of it looking more stacked. And so this is the stacked look that I end up achieving here. And then I try to spread out the different colors, because in each box it has like different colors in it. But it's the same color, but different like styles of it, but the same color. So I try not to, you know, have them stacked up. I try to stagger it a little bit, so it look just more, you know, looks a lot more better. But anyways, forget all that of me talking about what I have done so far, but this is what I have done. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this part till I get to this bench here. And y'all can just watch me do it. As you see, I have to remove that to get around there. And I'm definitely gonna have to cut a piece over there so I can get around this vent right here. But all right, let's go. I forgot to tell you guys, you are gonna need a mallet. I'm using actually my little hammer, and on the bottom of the hammer it has like the little mallet to it, so you can make it in, but I do have the actual mallet as well. A pencil or something. Didn't have a pencil provided. If you have a pencil, it's best to use a pencil. I'm using an ink pen. Maybe I can find a pencil, and also a cutting knife. So let me go find a pencil real quick. And you're also gonna need a ruler. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start on the first part here. So as you see right now, what I'm going to do is measure it So I'm going to stop right here at the vent, the end piece. Then I'm pressing it up against there. Then I'm going to measure it from the last part that it was cut at, which is right here. And you can't see that, so let me bring you closer. All right, so as I was saying, I'm going to be measuring it right here. And this is the end part right here from where the last towel ended. And then I'm going to mark it off with a pencil. After I mark it off with a pencil, I'm going to get my ruler. And I'm gonna just cut straight across. And these cut very easily. All you need, you don't have to put too much force onto it. And then they just bend it this away and it just pops straight off. And then I turn it back this way and just rip it straight off. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this piece now. I'm going to use the end that I cut at towards the vent and the end that I didn't cut at towards the next piece. I'm going to try to get it as close to the other wood as possible so it can look more blended, so it doesn't look too gappy. I'm using the mallet to just hammer it in place. You can also, there's another tool that you can use to hold it in place and then mallet it down just so that it will stay. We did end up purchasing that piece, but we figured that we really didn't need it. If you want to use that piece, you can, but I'll show you up in the corner what it looks like if you want to use that. But now since we done finished this piece right here towards the vent area, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start our next row going up this way so we can keep that staggered look instead of stacked look. So from this video on, I won't be doing any talking, just working. the measurements were exactly right. So that's the piece there I was telling you about that I had to cut to make sure that it was right. So now that we have that part done, I'm going to be cutting out a piece here with some of the straps that I have over here that I've been cutting. Keep your straps, guys. Keep your scraps. They come in handy. Trust me, okay? So this is actually a pretty good long scrap. Let's see if we can find a smaller piece so we don't have to cut so much and lose so much material. Because I have scraps here as well. Because I have already done the dining room. And then we have another scrap here that's long enough. Oh, that's a big one. We're going to keep that one just in case we might need it. We might just work with what I have. There's not too much to be cut. So I'm going to just work with what I have. So what I'm going to do is, it's kind of hard to see it, but I'm going to try to bring you as close as possible. All right, let's see if I can do this. All right, so either y'all about to see me mess up or you about to see me do pretty well with this piece. All right, so this is what we have that we're working with here. So we know that this is our cut area, which is pretty straight, to be honest with you. But this is our real straight area because it hasn't been cut over in that area at all. So I'm gonna line this up, and we also have the heater as well. So the first thing I'm gonna do is do the lining as far as the length that I need here. So we see that it stops here where the heater is at. So I'm gonna get a pencil and mark that area. All right, and I'm gonna cut that piece down so that I can see how much I need to cut from the heater. All right, so let's check. You see, I also cut from my cut piece already and keeping that other piece flat and straight, okay? So I'm gonna line this up to make sure our cut was good. Give me a little tightness. Okay. My cut went perfect. That's because of that piece. So what I'm gonna do is, the reason why it wasn't perfect because I was lining it up from our last cut, which I should have cut straight to, which is right here, as you can see. So I'm going to cut that piece off from the floor. And once I cut that piece off, we should be good to go. Pieces. Let's cut a little bit deeper. Yeah, I'm telling you, once it's on the floor, it's on the floor. I should have did my measurements a little bit better than that. Let's see if I can pull this baby up. There we go. Working with something. Word to the wise. Make sure you line these up before you stick them to the floor, y'all. Trust me. Because I already said it's hard to break them smaller pieces. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. It's a small piece that's already stuck to the floor. Here we go. love. One more piece. Here we go. All right, so we got our little piece off the floor. As you can see, I'm gonna clean a little area up. All right. So like I said, I should have had cut it all the way down, which I didn't. I forgot. My bad. Hey, people make mistakes. But I cleaned it up. It's on the floor. It's off the floor. Now we can go ahead and put our board in now to see if it's even. Or even. So now I'm going to push this board over because now I need to measure from the back end of that vent here, right there. So I'm going to draw a line where I need to cut. And then that's where I need to cut going all the way down. So I'm going to cut that piece off. This is our straight piece here. So that's gonna go against the wall. And then our cut piece is gonna go towards the vent. All right, we're gonna get our mallet and we're gonna hammer it in place. There go our vent. So we're going to go ahead and put our vent back in there. In place. And now we're going to continue on with the project.